more detailed information about the Privacy Act or Paperwork Reduction Act, say more information. Otherwise, say continue. Please note that any person who makes a false representation in an effort to alter or obtain information from the Social Security Administration may be punished by a fine or imprisonment, or both. Do you understand and agree to these terms? Alright, thanks. Let's keep going. First, please say your Social Security number, one digit at a time. Just to make sure, your Social Security number is 386. Thanks. Hold on while I get someone to help you. At the conclusion of your call, we would like you to participate in a short survey and tell us about your experience. If you would like to participate in the survey, please stay on the line after the agent hangs up. Your estimated wait time is 35 minutes. Your call will be answered in the order it was received, or we can call you back in 15 minutes. To receive a callback, say callback. Otherwise, alright. I see that you're calling from 310-270-2139. Would you like us to call you back at this number? At the tone, please record your first and last name. When you're done, press the pound key.
Joseph Cronin.
Okay, your call.
My side, I hear you fine. I said, is Bill Scheffler there?
Yes, Kurt? He'll be right with you.
Okay, thank you. In some ways, life is just...
Your cell phone's on.
Okay, you want to call me back? And see if you can...
No, where are you at?
I'm driving.
You're driving?
Yes.
Welcome to LA cell phone coverage.
Exactly, yes. As I said, if you want to call me back, maybe you'll get a better connection. Sometimes you get a better connection when you dial out than I do dialing in.
Okay.
I'm on the 270-2139 number.
Is this 270-2139?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Let me hang up and call you back on this line.
All right. Thank you, Springfield. Excellent. I started to say, in some ways, since coming back from Texas, maybe it's an attitude of gratitude, who knows, or it just has turned out that way. I have had some of the most epic moments of my life. Like last night, I decided last minute to take Chuck Wright's invitation from Quiet Riot, the band, to go see his showcase last night because they were doing a Pink Floyd performance and had members of Pink Floyd on stage. It was awesome. And then I got picked up by 3 girls and we went to this very hot party, a French party that I was invited to by some models. Ran into some other models who were like handing me the numbers, and I had Ralph from the Scorpions calling me and some guys from Guns N' Roses calling me, asking if I could help get them in. And then I get up by the stage finally, and Stevie Wonder stands up and starts singing Happy Birthday to somebody right next to me. That can only happen in fucking Dodo Land.
Yep.
And I happened to be rolling video when he jumped up, and so I got Stevie Wonder, members of Pink Floyd last night. I got some really amazing footage as I was shooting from the balcony down on the band, and they were doing a laser effect that looked like the cover of the album that has Money on it and Time and all that stuff. The Dark Side of the Moon album. It looked like that prism. It was amazing. They really put on a hot show last night. And tonight they're doing a second Pink Floyd tribute, and members of Pink Floyd are showing up for it, and full orchestras and other bands, and members of these super groups that are coming together. I actually know some of them, and they're like, please come tonight and videotape tonight. So I've been having some really fun moments that, you know, to me are really cool rock and roll moments. And by the way, last night Bimbo started flipping out again, and she didn't like the fact that I came home and she was laying on the couch smoking and wasn't getting any work done and hadn't done anything that I told her to do, and I just snapped ass on her. And so she got pissed off after the first club, and she decided to she didn't know what she was going to do, but she may just stay in Hollywood for the night and went walking away. So I drove off. She started calling the shit out of me while I was at the Pink Floyd show, and I thought, no, fuck you. You want to play head games? You're gone. You're gone. You want to call me in a day or two and get your shit together, maybe we can talk about it, but I'm not running to pick you up somewhere after you went wandering off and by choice, and I'm sure as fuck not going to, return your calls tonight. I'm going to let you sleep on the fact that if you're coming back, you're going to get your shit together or we're not doing this. I was crystal clear about that, and she didn't like the fact that I yelled at her. Because I had asked her not to use certain things in the house, and I found her still using them, and it's just like, girl, you're not respecting boundaries. And she ate up like a whole fucking pound of turkey that I had out to make for dinner. I had to take out another pound of turkey because she consumed it for lunch. And I'm like, what the fuck? You're eating me out of house and home, and you're sitting around not getting work done. No more eating on the couch, no more smoking on the couch, no more sleeping on the couch, no more leaving the TV on at night. You need to start going to bed or get a futon. You're not going to be, and you need to clean the stains off the couch. I was really on her ass about shit when I got home. Found her laying on the couch. I was not a happy camper. So I think that if she comes back, she'll have a better understanding where she's just not coming back at all. In the meantime, I'm plowing through stuff. I'm racing over. I've got 2 doctor's appointments this morning. One to get a complete physical because I need that to make sure I can go to surgery, and 2 to go see other specialists because the ones that have been dinking around and won't schedule an exact time for me now tell me they can't see me until October 5th. So I'm going in to see some other people to see if they can get me in sooner, and so I can get some doctors to write some letters saying that I'm on a doctor's hold for health reasons. I can't travel and be back next week in Texas, so I can get them to the frickin' judge before another holiday weekend so they don't get all pissed off that I'm pulling games on them. Does that sound like a fair strategy?
Sure.
And in the meantime, I'm going to start hammering through email now that I've got the house cleaned, and I've got stuff on autopilot uploading to the new channel on YouTube where I'm putting up some of these concerts and stuff called Breaking All the Rules. We've already made $1 so far in revenue from people watching the channel.
Woohoo.
Yeah, look out. So, but there's some really cool concerts on the channel if you get a chance to check it out, if you like rock music, which I know you do. I even put up some old Bob Seger concert footage and some Joe Walsh concert footage There's already like close to 3,000 videos up on the channel. So I figure, you know what, might as well release it now and try and get some money off it, even if it's nickels and dimes, until we can build an audience for it. At least it's something starting.
No, I can't believe that shutting you down because you don't have written authorization to use all that stuff.
Oh, trust me, I've got like probably 200 copyright notices and mutes on some stuff in country blocks and stuff like that. I just haven't had time, but I've been slowly chiseling away at those, sending back a note about I own the rights, it's my IP, I shot it, I had permission from the band. Don't block me, I'm making money here, or it'll be an FTC action. I am threatening YouTube anytime they cite me now that if they or the client blocks me on using it. Even Sony put up a protest in India on one video, and I immediately contested back and said that they're part of a probe with the Federal Trade Commission for antitrust issues. You guys should really release the fucking video. Sony has not replied back in 2 weeks. If they don't reply back in a few more weeks, the hold will be released, and it'll be hard for them to come back and make any future copyright holds because they didn't follow up on this one they already made. So I think I actually scared the shit out of Sony India when I sent that back through YouTube, saying I would sue both YouTube and Sony worldwide if they continue to block me in any fashion on any videos or promos I've done. I own the rights to my IP, it was in the contract, and I'm enforcing it. Oh, and Sony breached contract. I did put that in also, that we have a breach of action in federal court pending because of their breach of contract. So maybe that'll make them go the fuck away for a while.
Maybe.
And if so, then I can build the audience I had before, because I'm going in slowly and starting to label these videos when I don't feel like doing some other shit. So it's building keywords and starting to build some audience. The fact that we've made nearly $1 with only 2,000 hits on the channel, you know, if I could get that up to a couple of million hits, I don't know, if we get $1 for every 2,000. How much would I have to hit before we make a fucking nickel?
I don't know.
10,000. Fuck. $5 for every 10,000. Jesus Christ. I gotta figure out how to monetize that channel better. I know what I could do. Oh, and by the way, I've been asked to do either a television or a radio nationwide talk show tomorrow afternoon. They want to talk about the Rainforest film because they want to see if some of their listeners will help fund us. So it's a friend of mine. If he wants me to be a guest on his show, I'll go in and do it.
Okay.
What's the worst that'll happen? Somebody writes us a check?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the worst that could happen. That and some gas money, you know, and hey, it's more free exposure because I'm really trying to stay off radar, as you can see. Well, shit, they're not getting back to me on anything, nor will they until they're ready to put people in handcuffs, so staying off radar hasn't done any good. That got my ass kicked, too. I think I'm better off being on radar. I'm less likely to get my shit kicked. And if I am, at least I can come and show bruises. I don't know. I give up, dude. I'm totally flabbergasted. Oh, and I'm still getting texts around the clock from Melissa, still wanting to be friends. Still trying to help me figure out who are the imposters fucking with my identity. And maybe it was just an accident that this guy's identity linked with mine. And it's like...
Yeah, sure.
I haven't acknowledged any of them. I think there's been about 25 texts in the last 24 hours alone. Pictures, text, links. It's like, wow, girl, at what point will you get a clue that it is never, ever going to happen? I'm almost tempted to call that beautiful blonde bimbo that she wanted me to fuck with her and see if the blonde bimbo wants to fuck and say very clearly, and by the way, don't ever bring Melissa into our relationship. Just to fuck with her head even further. What do you think? Should I do it?
If you want.
She's really a fucking hot blonde model actress. If she's real and it's not a fucking bullshit photo. But, you know, that'll be a way to flush that.
It probably is.
Exactly. It could be Melissa with just another fucking profile she'll go hire a hot blonde for me or something. And so if I flush it out, at least I can send to her in text, give me your number, let's get together and fuck. And by the way, don't let Melissa know I don't ever want to see that fucking cunt again or something like that. You think that would be a good way to deal with it? Or am I being too harsh? Am I being too harsh?
I wouldn't waste the effort.
I haven't. I figured I'd run it by you first before I even lift a finger on it because I'm too tired to fuck around with bullshit. All right. Well, at least I've made progress. I've got all this stuff open now. I got to start chiseling down the pile, whether I got her to help or not. At least I've got a pile to work from. So the thing is becoming more manageable. The house is finally clean and livable again. And now I got to sit down and construct that thing to the landlord. Do you think I could have you take a peek at it tomorrow after I construct it tonight on what I'm going to send the landlord, just see how it feels to you before I send it, or not?
Take a peek at what?
The note I was going to send to the landlord about here's a buyout offer or here's a settlement offer. What do you think?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I said the offer to settle on the garden or the offer to buy me out so I move, that thing. I'm sorry, one more time? What did you say? Motherfucker. I have no idea what the hell he said before the phone dropped. Hi, it's Kurt. I'm calling for Bill.
Okay, just one moment.
Thanks. So if you get bored later, you can take a picture and take a look at my Facebook page and see the two hot twin models who said it was great meeting me last night and were hanging with me. And then sometime later, I'll send you some really cool pictures of the other three hot babes who picked me up at the whiskey and came to me the other party with me. I don't know what I'm doing right, but I need to keep it up because it's certainly getting me a lot of opportunities to get laid if I decide to pursue any of them. And some of these women have a lot of fucking money and have no problem for paying for shit. I like that too. One of the ladies I was with last night was a scientist from Ohio. 36, single, really fucking hot. And she's flying back to Ohio this morning, but at least I have her number. If I remember in Ohio, I have a place to drop in, so to speak.
Okay, well, when you take them home and get some good photographs, send them to me.
I actually have a couple. I should say, can I send it via text to your phone, or would your wife find that and get pissed?
No, that's within my phone.
How am I sending them to you?
Email, of course.
Oh, I see. Or I could put them in a little special Dropbox collection, then you get little update notices every time I upload a new shit to it. That might be a more ideal situation. What do you think? Then there's no email audit trail going back and forth for the Bureau to say we're distributing porn. If it's a private Dropbox for television and film considerations, we can put whatever the fuck we want in that.
There you go.
And we're not sending it over the internet via email. It's sitting in a Dropbox for production purposes, you cunts. Does that sound like a legitimate workaround?
Sure.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not leaving anything gray when it comes to the feds. I think sending porn via email, there might be a law against that, isn't there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Why should I risk it? I can put it in Dropbox. It'll be more fun that way. You can get big videos too. Because I have some interesting videos that some people have sent to me. Including some that Aziz sent to me. One that blew my fucking mind. I'll have to put it in there. It is this really hot looking bitch until she pulls her pants down and a big dick falls out. I don't know where the fuck he got that one. And then he sent me some other shit with black women getting banged hard. I mean, white women.
You're breaking up again.
All right. Anyway, anything else going on?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'll try and stay above water for another day. And thanks for your advice. I appreciate it.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. That's handled, at least for now. Buddy boy Bill. Change behavior. I need some external play. Like that. Dance music would be nice. It's nice. Gotta go pee soon.
If the sun don't ever come, and the moon is on the run, if it's all lost without a trace, this feeling could not be erased. 'Cause I if the dogs won't run with the hunt, and the master lays down his gun, and the fox rolls his last cigarette. This feeling I could not regret. 'Cause I have seen the rain. Yes, I see the rain. If the horseman won't take a ride, in hell don't follow behind. And the pale horse runs free with his bride. This feeling I could never hide. 'Cause I see the rain.
really freaking fast. I want to see if I can crack 185 or better. If you can't, then it's really...
Nine long years slaving away till the lumber mill burned down last May. An old man listened, he wished me well, knew he lit that blaze, he'll never tell. And I blew through the money so damn fast on cigarettes, diapers, and Citco gas. But I sell a little weed, sell a little bow, and the South's gonna rise again. Don't you know? Be something better.
Okay, this appears like it's going to be a while. Let's see some gas.
Something better than this. It just keeps getting harder. Tell me when's it gonna end? I need a break from the thunder before the walls come crashing in. Oh, Mr. Congressman, won't you help me dam that river? There's got to be something better. Getting cold, the summer's getting hotter. My best friend Dave about to lose his only daughter to the double threat. The damn law and the crystal meth, they need to throw him a line, but they'll throw him in the pen. Round and round we go again. Maybe it's time we go back to Ireland. It's been 300 years, they've been holding that same old glove hand, and I'm about to go all in. Something better. Something better than this. It just keeps getting harder. Tell me when's it gonna end? I need a break from the thunder before the law comes crashing in. Oh, Mr. Policeman, won't you help me dam that river? There's got to be something better. So it's down on my knees. Put my hands together, the flood water's rising, but we're praying for better weather. So down them pills, smoke that reaper. It's gonna get worse and it don't get cheaper. Just turn on the radio, do a little dance. I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. So you fill up your churches, fill up your bars. We'll be dancing with the bullets while you're dancing with the stars. Something better than this. It just keeps getting harder. Tell me when's it gonna end? I need a break from the thunder before the walls come crashing in. Oh, Mr. Preacher Man, won't you help us dam that river? Oh, Mr. Banker Man, won't you help us dam that river? Oh, Mr. Federal Man, won't you help us dam that river? There's got to be something better. You were running your fingers through your hair, sitting on the front porch, trying to believe that you don't care. Everything's gone. gone except the memory. Everything's gone except the light in your eyes. Everything's gone except the good times. Girl, everything's gone except tonight. Honey, John, big chain liner. Just 'cause everything's wrong don't make everything alright. Honey, fly across that water. Girl, you could be in Texas by tonight. 'Cause we both know we got a good thing, and we both know what we're doing just ain't right. 'Cause you're just as messed up as I am, and we both know what we're saying ain't goodbye. So honey, John, big jetliner. Just 'cause everything's wrong don't make everything alright. And honey, fly across that water. Girl, you could be in Texas by tonight. And I know you lying with another, and I know he thinks he's holding you now. But I know what he don't know, 'cause I know what you feel like deep inside. Honey, John, big jetliner. Just 'cause everything's wrong don't make everything alright. Honey, fly across that water. Girl, you could be in Texas by tonight. Girl, you could be in Austin by tonight. Say that we're on the level, that where I am is where it's at. That you've always been beside us. Well, I don't know about all that. Well, let me tell you something. Get you thinking back again. 'Cause everybody's losing. If everybody wins, welcome to Alabama. Come on in. Welcome to Alabama. Y'all come again. Says she moves a little slow. bones lying in that clay, beneath the peat moss in the wind. And you don't know why they're falling, but you're calling them your kin. Darling, I'm your last I let go of the reason. Tell me all about the fear. It's been a long, long time since I wanted to see.
I think we're gonna be here a while.
Your face around here. There's thunderclouds to the east, but it don't really look like rain. Oh, won't you take a seat now, man? You know time is gonna ease the pain. Tonight we ride. Got your brand new red dress on. The last time I seen your face, Lord, I swear your face was gone. Well, you've done your time up in heaven, and I know you think you've been through hell. Oh, won't you sit down beside me, honey girl? Daddy's gonna break the spell. Tonight we ride. Ahead, I think I'll throw my cards on the table. Well, you done me right and I done you, even when we done this whole world fade. And don't worry now, little girl, it won't last long, just until forever. Tonight we ride. took me by surprise. She was a woman of my dreams. I could not see beyond her eyes. She turned around and left me somewhere in between. She cleaned me out last Sunday morning. I looked away and she was gone. She took the car and all my money, left me sitting in this dirty room alone. And there ain't nothing you can do. Love somebody and they don't love you. And there is nothing you can say. You don't want to go, but they leave it anyway. Tried my best to be her big star, and now I'm trying just to get her off of my mind. And there ain't nothing you can do. Love somebody and they don't love you. There is nothing you can say. Don't want to go, but leave it anyway. There ain't nothing you can do. Love somebody and they don't love you. There is nothing you can say. You don't want to go home, but leave it anyway. Prayer for love. I've been waiting these walls, and I've been trying to remember just why I'm staying here at all. And then you pull me to the floor, and it's what I'm dying for. Where you gonna run? Where you gonna fall? When the lights are red, when the game's cold, how you gonna burn the bed? When the fire's gone, where you gonna run? When the tears won't fall. Blowing smoke into the dark, trying to hold on to the fear. How we ever fall this far? Then your blue eyes cut right through, and the fire starts to spark. Fingers dancing on my body, wrapping chains around my heart. Where you gonna run? Where you gonna fall? When the lights are red, when the game's cold. Tears won't fall. Cry to the dark, this falling star. Too numb to know it's burning slow. Born to the wind, just won't pass. I feel it coming round again. I feel it coming round again. Too far, too far. To where we are. Born of the sand, has no end. I feel it coming round again. I feel it coming round again. I feel it coming round again.
Darkness, my old friend.
9 long years slaving away till the lumber mill burned down last May. And old man Litchie, he wished me well, knew to lit that blaze, he'll never tell. And I blew through the money so damn fast on cigarettes, diapers, and sick coke gas. But I sell a little weed, sell a little blow, and the South's gonna rise again. Don't you know? Something better. Something better than this. It just keeps getting harder. But tell me when's it gonna end? I need a break from the thunder before the walls come crashing in. Oh, Mr. Congressman, won't you help me dam that river? There's got to be something better. Well, the wind's getting cold, the summer's getting hotter. My best friend Dave about to lose his only daughter to the double threat. The damn law and the crystal meth, they need to throw him a line, but they'll throw him in the pen. Round and round we go again. Maybe it's time we go back to Ireland. It's been 300 years, they've been holding that same old glove hand. I'm about to go all in. Something better. Something better than this. It just keeps getting harder. Tell me when's it gonna end? I need a break from the thunder before the law comes crashing in. Oh, Mr. Policeman, won't you help me dam that river? There's got to be something better. together. The flood water's rising, but we're praying for better weather. So down them pills, smoke that reefer. It's gonna get worse and it don't get cheaper. Just turn on the radio, do a little dance. I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. So you fill up your churches, fill up your bars. We'll be dancing with the bullets while you're dancing with the stars. Something better than this. It just keeps getting harder. Tell me when's it gonna end? I need a break from the thunder. Before the walls come crashing in. Oh, Mr. Preacher Man, won't you help us dam that river? Oh, Mr. Banker Man, won't you help us dam that river? Oh, Mr. Federal Man, won't you help us dam that river? There's got to be something better. There's got to be something better. There's got to be something better. Say that we're on the level. And where I am is where it's at. That you've always been beside us. I don't know about all that. Well, let me tell you something to get you thinking back again. 'Cause everybody's losing. If everybody wins, welcome to Alabama. Come on in.
Something too much already today. Let's try something else. I can only hear the song so many times a day every week. And then we hit over that. Let's try radio. Fuck this.
Robertson's. It's just back.
Something's good.
It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Hey, El Sergeant, while to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your kin, or is that war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore, softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Every big guy, be my favorite to the world, be my very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. And find me a star on a
You can
bullet.
find the Social Security Administration online at www.socialsecurity.gov. Main menu. In a few words, please tell me what you're calling about. You can say things like check claim status, or you'd like to speak to someone, right? Okay. I'm going to get someone to help you, but first I need to get some information. Social Security is allowed to collect this information under the Social Security Act, and the collection meets the requirements of the Paperwork Reduction Act under OMB number 096-00790. The whole process should take about 1 minute. To hear detailed information about the Privacy Act or Paperwork Reduction Act, say more information. Otherwise, say continue. Please note that any person who makes a false representation in an effort to alter or obtain information from the Social Security Administration may be punished by a fine or imprisonment or both. Do you understand and agree to these terms? Alright, thanks. Let's keep going. First, please say your Social Security number, one digit at a time. Fine. Please say yes or no, just to make sure your Social Security... Thanks. Hold on while I get someone to help you. At the conclusion of your call, we would like you to participate in a short survey and tell us about your experience. If you would like to participate in the survey, please stay on the line after the agent hangs up. Your estimated wait time is 35 minutes. Your call will be answered in the order it was received, or we can call you back in 55 minutes. To receive a callback, say callback. Otherwise, alright. I see that you're calling from 310-270-2139. Would you like us to call you back at this number? At the tone, please record your first and last name. When you're done, press the pound key. Okay, your call has been scheduled. You may hang up and
Guess what, Marcy? Dan Morrison's birthday.
Well, we gotta play something.
How about Domino?
Okay.
My name's Roland. They sent me the book, Dan Morrison, Mystic of the East, from Belfast, Ireland, years ago.
Very cool. Yeah, let's celebrate. Happy birthday, Van Morrison. I just checked, 71 years old today. We're right in the middle of a 95-minute free ride. Marcy in for BC. It's 95.5 KLOS.
Tries to understand it. Tries to make her proud. The shades go down, it's in her head. Painted room, can't deny something wrong. Don't call me daughter, nothing true. The picture kept will remind me. Don't call me daughter, nothing.
involved in voting. Do it at 931jackfm.com on our music survey, and we could contribute $1,000 to your fake campaign.
Federal property. This is not a good idea. Since it's illegal here. I'm no longer in California, boys and girls. On federal property. And federal property is not US soil. It's federal property. Oh, different set of rules apply here. You should learn the rules before you come. It's just a good idea. I've been coming to federal buildings my entire life, literally since childhood. I was born in this stuff. Like it or not. Alright. Can't be arrested for how I smell here, not in Texas. Hi.
Good morning.
And to you too. Where are you from?
Long Beach.
It's a hell of a walk. Aha. That would have got attention. You would have had those guys coming out from FSB going there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna walk a little.
Pardon?
I think it's gonna walk.
Yeah. Were you in the Army?
Yeah.
Doing what? There's a ramp over there. I don't know if you know about it. Because the steps are going to be a bitch with that.
Yeah, I've done it.
Well, if there's a ramp there, you don't have to do the steps.
It's actually harder to do it.
Okay, do you need a hand?
Sure. Well, Zoe's welcome.
Boss. Oh, you're a fine girl. Where are you originally from?
Long Beach. Yeah, my family's from the South.
She's a Queen Mary type of girl. How long were you in the Army?
3 months or so, they broke me, and instead of fixing me, they sent my ass home.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's your uncle's hand for you. Put this out because I'm now on federal property again. I don't like you smoking in this corridor. You have to go to the managed section over there.
Heaven forbid you do something to help you can't see.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Are you going up to...
Fistful,
Yeah, I was just going to say. What's the old guy, the old black guy who's about 600 years old?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm actually working
He had
with
like
a
a
woman's
beard,
veteran coordinator.
mustache.
I know the face, I don't know the name.
Well, when you see him, tell him Kurt Kelly said hi.
Will do.
And you are?
Deborah.
Deborah. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Good luck.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thanks. No mail? That's odd. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Are you still sorting mail today? Are you still sorting mail? Because I didn't see anything in my box. which would mean a reprieve. My first day without mail in a century.
It's light today. There's not a lot of mail today.
No large checks, junk mail, and more junk mail. Great, I'm glad I came all the way over.
International junk mail.
International junk mail?
Right?
Where was this one from?
If it says Royal Mail, so it must be.
Oh, Great Britain.
Yeah.
Damn, it's with the biographical. Oh, I wonder. Yeah, and it was sent to me. Wow, that's even more fucked up. You know, I thought maybe they were sending it to my mom because we are related to people in the House of Lords or some bullshit.
Oh, okay.
But no, they sent it to me.
Right.
But that's not the name they should have sent it under. This is getting really weird. How did they find me? They should have sent it to that Joe guy, not the Kurt guy.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
the world's getting a little creepy now. The British have figured out my other me. Yeah, this is from the International Biographical Center. These are the people who do like who's who shit. They found my other me again. Oh. So, you like rock and roll?
Mm-hmm.
Tonight at Lucky Strike, the bowling alley, they're doing a Pink Floyd tribute, and members of Pink Floyd are going to be there, and they're going to have symphony players and orchestra and stuff. And if you tell them you're on Kurt Kelly's list, I've got like 10 free tickets, so you can go check out the show if you want. It starts, I think, at 8:30. And I saw some of the same players last night at the Whiskey with Chuck Wright of Quiet Riot and stuff like that.
Wow.
Oh my God, I'm putting the footage up on YouTube. I was shooting from the balcony in the Whiskey, and they did like prism effects.
Wow.
And it looked like the cover of the Dark Side of the Moon album with that prism.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
When I upload the videos and the stills on it, it is crazy. And you got Pink Floyd members on stage playing, and I'm shooting through the prism that you can see them playing through the prism. It's
Nice.
very surreal.
Cool.
So, if you like Pink Floyd music, when it's uploaded in the next day or two, it's on the YouTube channel Breaking All the Rules.
Breaking all the rules.
Yes, which I thought was appropriate for my life at this point. Have a good one, buddy. That's a cool outfit. I said I think you have a cool outfit on. I like it. It's just very vibrant.
Yes.
What do you do?
I don't know.
You don't know what you do? Are you an actress?
No, I'm
A
not.
movie star?
Yes.
Movie star.
Yes, you remember.
Hi, I'm Kurt.
Hi, I'm Marva.
What do you do?
I'm meeting my sister.
What does your sister do? What does your sister do?
She's a baby on passport, new passports.
Where are you from?
Turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
I've been to Istanbul several times.
Yeah.
I do work with NTV and Deutsche Media Group and Virgin Radio and CNBC. You know, and everybody. I do television and film. I was going to go over there and smoke a cigarette. If you want to join me, you can.
I'm waiting.
Or you can wait. Okay. Very nice to meet you.
Me too. Have a good day.
How long are you here in the U.S.?
3 months ago. 3 months.
How long are you staying?
3 months.
Where are you? Where are you staying at in town?
We shy.
Right there.
Yes, absolutely. We shy.
Do you like rock music?
Yes.
Do you like the band Pink Floyd?
I'm on the classic music contract.
Like they did the song "Another Brick in the Wall" or "Money." No. Do you have a telephone?
Yeah.
Look up Pink
Okay.
and the last name Floyd.
Wait, please.
Pink. And then Floyd, Pink Floyd, and see if you recognize any of their music. I'll be back in a few minutes. If so, they're playing tonight up in Hollywood, and I've got extra tickets if you want to bring some family members to see it.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll be back. Is that black or kind of a midnight blue? Your suits. I think it's a midnight blue. Besides, it's where the FBI entered, so they were FBI. This okay to smoke here? Is this a smoking area? All the way to Siberia?
No, just around this building.
Just past Ethiopia.
Around the bulkhead. Just go around the bulkhead.
Oh, come on. I remember the girl between sitting there and smoke.
Those were the good old days. They used to have a red lantern and say, smoking man still. Smoking man guy.
I could argue that a little only from the perspective of a lifetime since birth being involved in government and 47 years of doing hard news.
Yeah.
So I've seen some stories and heard some stories from real vets, even in Washington, D.C., that I think the system fell short with some of those guys.
Well, here's what's going on.
Really badly. We didn't rehabilitate people back into life.
It's a two-way street.
Well, true. They have to be willing.
Thank you.
You
can lead
that river of fucking denial is deep, and you can drown in the motherfucker if you're not careful.
You can lead the horse to water, but if he's not going to play ball and drink it, then, you know.
Well, you can make them drink, but you run the risk of pounding.
Yeah, but no.
Or getting charged or
You go through all the wherewithal of setting up the appointment for him to show up, and he just doesn't show up.
Again.
Now, come on.
How many times, and there's somebody else who's been trying to get an appointment for months. Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
There is starting over.
And that's
sometimes it's that humility it takes, but there's also those people that
there's also
claim,
those people, but there's a lot of other also those people. So
there's
now
always people who slip through the cracks.
Here's another thing that these young studly guys, when they get out of service, don't realize how freaking important it is.
It's okay if I tape this?
No.
No, okay. That's why, I thought it would be good even if you paid for the month. Put your life back together.
But what's really important is that when they get out of service, No. The moment they take off the uniform, the day before they take off the uniform, the day before, and they're at that processing center ready to walk through those doors.
Right.
And say, okay, I'm going to go back to civilian life. The day before they do that, they are informed. They are informed
Of what their benefits or rights are?
Yes, and
that would make sense because you're being declassified and decommissioned. So
that they are told that
even I understand that shit.
That there is a place called the Veterans
the VA Hospital
and the Veterans Benefits Administration.
My brother was a vet. My dad was a vet.
And I'm a vet too. So,
I come from. I fortunately missed it by 6 months.
So, anyways,
or I would have been a numb.
What they don't do is they don't think that
that applies to me
because I'm young and studly and I'm invincible and I'm a young 20 whatever all and I'm coming off the field,
or I'm in my 30s because I've done 5 rounds. Who cares? It doesn't matter. The age isn't really relevant.
The
it's the
fact
attitude.
is that they don't realize that you might be young and studly now,
right?
But 25 years down the road,
which comes real quick.
Real quick.
Trust me, we know.
Everything that you endured and survived through
got you to where you're at right the fuck now.
It's going to come back and haunt you.
Yeah. This is the
and
Matrix.
Had they made a benchmark examination the moment before they got out, or within a year after getting, they even have a window
I think they have a 6 month grace beyond that, like 18 months or 24.
They got a year window.
And on
from
an
the time
appeal
they
for circumstances, they can get extra time. You guys have been generous
and they
with
can
that.
set a benchmark on everything that was examined and to say, yeah, we might have missed you at the processing center, but now we see it here and you're still within that window. Let's document it. Bingo. Once it's documented, it's set in stone. Now, 25
Or there are progressive diseases that have happened from Agent Orange or other stuff.
25 years down the road, they
It
say,
needs to be on the books.
hey, I got the arthritis.
Yep. I'm getting these tumors all of a sudden.
I'm getting all this other stuff. And oh, by the way, I did come to see you 25 years ago.
And here's what.
There it is in my record.
Right.
And that's when, okay.
Because you guys will hold those records for fucking eternity.
Okay, so, have they done that?
Well, there's an oxymoron in government. They worked in intelligence, but a lot of them aren't. A lot of them weren't even high school educated when they went in. Honestly, and couldn't read or write worth jack shit. They went there so they could learn how to read or write or get a college scholarship because there was no fucking way they were going to get one.
Yeah.
So I can't fault them for that ignorance.
I know, but
there should have been someone there for those kids at least, because you guys knew the ATC scores going in. Somebody should have been looking at those little learners going, we better process this through a little differently.
It's oh so important.
I'm not faulting you, I'm suggesting the system failed.
It's oh so important.
In hindsight.
It's oh so important that when they, before they get out, that they really get a thorough
full examination.
Examination. Not just, you look
toxicology, everything, head to toe.
No, the whole thing. And if it even remotely reminds them of an ache, a pain, or something that happened on the battleground, but they didn't have time to go to the battle station, but still they can recall when it happened, where they were.
Because they could have been bitten by an insect or something.
And then boom, you know. And so, you know, that kind of thing, once it's documented, they're covered.
Exactly. Especially if there was a known outbreak in that region during the time they were there, where certain chemicals or toxicology was used. Believe me, I understand toxicology well. Someone effed up fumigating a house 100 years ago for me and used methylbromide and chloropicrin on real rubber and real wool, and it turned into a toxicology nightmare.
And now they're going to think about going into Syria.
Again?
Well, as if we
ever fucking left.
Yeah, right.
Honestly,
I mean, to
we
really
haven't.
get serious about it.
Now, let me ask you a question. Since you're top secret or classified at some level, I hope. No. Are you declassified?
Yeah.
All right. In theory, hypothetically, maybe I know stuff because I have to read this shit because I do a lot of voiceover and on-camera stuff. Why would you put 60% of your intelligence on your enemy's soil, on their servers in their capital city? 60% of your intelligence. Why would it be there?
That's a good question.
Hypothetically, like maybe our DOD shit is sitting in Pakistan in the capital city on the Bola servers. More than 60%, more than we have on Google, which is run by NSA. I'm just saying, something's wrong with that picture to me. Having to read that, I'm going, that's fucked up. Really? So we're shooting at rocks and goats, and the Taliban, which is also now ISIS, which are CIA gone rogue. Never mind. You got the picture. Oh, dude. And I'm just curious, if I made $9 trillion like the Senate and Congress did in the last year alone off the foreign interest of jobs they exported and didn't declare the income, I'd be in a federal prison. How did they get away with that? That's half of the debt right now. If we just collected what they made last year, we could repay half to the World Bank and tell Satan to stay away a little longer. I mean, the Rothschilds. Sorry. They're thinking out loud again. We have some dysfunction going on right now, dude.
Well,
have you read about the Ready Preparedness Act?
The what?
The Ready Preparedness Act?
The Ready Preparedness.
It's on the White House website. It was enacted by Congress 3.5 years ago. Even in the event of peace, if the president gives for national security, we can strip everyone of their civil rights, seize assets, and they can incarcerate up to 50 million people. They have burners bigger than Auschwitz for dusting them in Kansas someplace, somewhere near Kansas. And they'll go into martial law before the inauguration because they don't want Hillary or Donald. And we owe the national debt of $19 trillion to the Rothschilds who are foreclosing on the debt like they did Greece and they did monuments. We don't want to give them money because we look over U.S. people's assets and keep the national federal reserve for those who already know it. You can read it. It's on the White House website. If you Google martial law, which is the military term, and Obama or White House, it'll come right up. You didn't know about this?
No, I didn't really have a need to know about it.
Well, it's a matter of public record. It's not like I'm breaching security on that one. They have it published on the White House website. And it does kind of outline it in detail. They've even made updated amendments as recently as last week. So they're thinking about it at least. Be safe. And someone told me right now the exchange rate in India is 100 to 1. So if you go there with $1,000, now you're worth $100,000.
Well, that's what they told me in PI about.
And was that true, or did they
30
lie?
Years ago. No, it was 40 to 1.
Wow.
It was 40 to 1.
That's still a good rate.
Oh God, that's
a great rate. But India is about 100 to 1 right now. 65 to 100.
Once they yanked everything out of Subic and Clark, you know, the whole country went to hell in a handbasket. I mean,
what year was that? 60?
Jesus, no. I was there in 80. Oh, I was over there. 81 to 83.
Oh, this is during when we had that big war with Grenada, and then we circled the fucking island.
No, this is right
Reagan.
when Marcos.
Imelda came with her shoe collection.
She flew off with George Hamilton out of town, and Marcos died.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I was at ABC then.
They just shot what's his name on the tarmac. Aquino. They shot Aquino on the tarmac.
Aquino?
Yeah.
Aquino. Who was Aquino?
He was the successor to Marcos. He was like the...
Oh, the son or something?
No,
Or a cousin or a nephew or something?
I forgot his
Right-hand
name.
man?
His wife, Corey Aquino, ran after he was assassinated.
Oh, is this one of the ones where maybe she helped get him capped so she could take over?
No.
Okay. Because there have been a few of those too.
Oh, yeah. Well,
The CIA's gotten to the right
they-
girl and she decided to play.
Once they got rid of the Marcos regime.
Right.
And then
83.
Corey came and was president for a while. Then they went through
I was
Ramos.
at NBC then.
Ramos was the president, and then they went down.
Fuck, I forgot about this part of history.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so then we lost the lease. The lease was up on the bases in Clark. Well, there was the volcano that basically killed Clark, you know.
Annihilated that
And
region.
then Subic, the lease was up, so I would say in 1990 something.
But haven't we retrenched that back already?
Well, we still go back there every now and again for some ops, but
Or to
that-
pick up big shipments of drugs so we can distribute them somewhere
no,
else in the world.
No.
Oh, DOD does distribute a lot of drugs.
There's more stuff going on down in Mindanao than there is anything else, and that's all.
Well, there was a lot going on at Tijuana about 10, 15
Yeah.
years ago. Is that still
But
going
on
on?
but more on the Southeast Asia.
Well, because
thing,
it's cheap to move that
yeah.
shit over here right now.
And what do you think he's going to go to Laos for? You know, he's going to go to Laos to try to warm up relations there. So,
Or at least open up the drug trade.
The moment they permanently kick us out of Japan,
Do you think that's
then
going to
we'll
happen?
have- then we can set up our air bases in there.
Do you think that's going to happen?
Well, they kicked us out of Okinawa.
We're still in Guam, though.
That SAC base is so goddamn far away, man. Come on, man.
How far out is it? 1,500
it's
miles?
It's in the middle of the Indian Ocean, for crying out.
It's like 1,500 miles out.
Yeah, really too far away.
So
we want something
to
a little more
deploy,
strategic.
well, yeah, to deploy, that's what,
Yeah.
2 hours of flight time at high speed.
Besides, you know, the South China Seas is going to be the hot spot between China
And Russia and the Middle East. And who's fighting to get what oil's left?
Well, it's on those fishing rights on those little islands.
Oh, and China's getting real pissy about people doing fishing in their regions.
That's right.
And you know what? I don't blame them, man. They got to feed 1 billion people. Nice to meet you, sir. Always an education when I come here. Education. Have you been on long-term vacation? Have you been on long-term vacation?
No.
I haven't seen you in a long time. Maybe it's just been me not being here when you're here. Yeah, I'll take credit for that. Exhausted. I haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been?
What are you doing?
Traveling too much. How much are the musket shoes?
145.
Okay. I have to go a lot of money out of my car. I don't think I have that much with me.
If you don't come around, you don't see me nowhere.
Well, that makes sense. I've been traveling a lot.
There you go.
Yeah, I've been shooting some films on the road. Getting my ass. Good to see
It's
you.
worth it. Thank you.
I hope so. Time will tell. Love the State Department guys. You guys are always so tight. Thank you. Appreciate it. Extra passes tonight for the session. If you guys want to pop over, just drop my name at the door. If there's a problem, call me. 310-270-2139. Say you got it off my Facebook page. I'll understand. Or text me. And I'll come out and get you in. Okay. All right.